Hey, so update. So I did have my job interview today. It went really good, of course. She told me several times I'm a top contender and that I'm the final applicant for her to have to interview for the job and all this stuff. She did tell me a lot of stuff that gave me a lot of red flags, which I'm already aware of for this position and this company and this job. The fact that a lot of the teammates are all new. There's another job position for a manager that's open. And she claims that there's a lot of openings because of the fact that people promoted and moved to different departments, but I know that's a bunch of crap. So, whatever, I'm a top contender. And she said that HR has to look at my transcripts and see if I've taken the right courses to be in compliance with the job and all this kind of stuff, which I'm not worried about. I know I exceed it, so not worried about that. And she told me, though, that if I don't have the courses, it'll keep me from being promoted, but that I have up to 7 years to take it. Can you imagine being stuck for 7 years and procrastinating that long to take a course? But I'm not worried about that. So, speaking of courses and everything, so I finally heard from my college, and after a little bit of going back and forth, I got the syllabuses I need, and I'm going to try to appeal and fight the university program person on the courses that they're saying that won't be applied, because I'm not wanting to waste time and waste money on stuff I've already done. After college, I worked my butt off and worked 3 jobs to pay off my student loans. I don't want to take these courses again. It's not fair to me. And so after college, I did that. I dedicated a couple of years off to do that, take care of my student loans, and then went to grad school. And so I just, it felt like almost nonstop. So the couple of years they just went like that. And then I was in grad school. So the difference from 2011 to now, big, huge gap. So I don't feel like I'm totally out of touch with being in school, though, because with my licensure, you have to constantly take courses online to stay up to date. And so I'm not worried about that. I think I'll do fine. So, I'll hang in there. I think it's stupid that they won't apply my art class, the drawing class, to their art requirement. They said it's practical and they want theoretical, so I have to take either drama or creative writing because those are considered theoretical. I'm like, what? That is so that's so strange to think that drama is theoretical and creative writing is theoretical and not practical, and art is too practical. That's just a drawing class is too practical. That just really boggles my mind on the logic. I'm like, who came up with this idea? This is so strange. So whatever, it is what it is. So but yeah, so I'm excited. So I guess if I have to take statistics again, that'll be a class I knock out, and take that along with the creative writing. Give my mind a little bit of ease to work into that, especially with adapting to a new job too. But I don't plan on taking those classes until January, because that's what I was told. Plus, I want to get caught up financially, and I'm hoping to not have to take out a student loan again or do anything with, needing money from the government. I want to just be able to pay as I go, And the other video where I talked about that I made copies for my fellow students that were Asian and had difficulty understanding our very Texan professor. The reason why I got away with that, I actually asked my manager if I can use the copier and if he was okay for me to use it and use the paper to make the copies. He said it was fine. He said, I know that you're not asking the company to reimburse you for the classes you're taking for grad school, so go for it. So I was like, okay. So I guess by the copies, I was saving the company money. Unlike my coworker that was going to college and doing her thing and making the company pay for it. So, at a former job. So, anyway, I thought I'd explain that because I know people are kind of probably maybe scratching their head going, that's not ethical. You're using your company copier to make copies for your peers at your grad school for those notes. But I had permission. I don't do stuff unless I ask, is this okay? So I'm not like that. I don't just like do stuff, So anyway, the financial job where I'm like, I'm not an accountant and I really don't qualify. I looked and I'm still a contender for that too. So it says it's still pending, and the other positions I've applied for with these other companies, I'm also being considered and still pending in review is what it says. So the ones that are flat out denied, I mean, they made it obvious that I'm denied for those positions. So I'm actually still up for actually quite a few jobs. So I was kind of surprised by that. So I know this job wants me really badly. And I prayed to God because this is how my mind works. I was in this position just 2 years ago where this company that I'm applying for that wants me, that I'm a top contender for, that is going to suck, they wanted me 2 years ago, and I turned them down to work at the company where I got mistreated that terminated me and blackballed me and ruined my life basically and caused me financial disaster. So I beat myself up for that. I'm like, God, had I picked this one, would have been better because I would be in a better financial position and may have still probably gone for this college program and this other degree. I mean, so my mind, I try not to beat myself up, but it's really hard not to. I overthink is my thing. And I mean, it's just how it is. But I told God, how I am, I'm like this. Please don't make me pick between this job that's gonna suck versus the loan officer whatever job at this other company. I don't want to have to pick. So please make it clear and close the door to the job that is not right for me, that you don't want me at. Close it, So I don't want to have to beat myself up for picking the wrong one. I already know the job that I'm a top contender for. It is so toxic. So many red flags of, we have a lot of people that are new on the team. That is so toxic and such a red flag. And the fact that a manager is gone and they need to fill that position, she tried to give me a surety by telling me she was there for 17 years, but the former company I was at, there were people that were there for that long too. So it doesn't give me confidence when you know that there's a lot of newbies. And that was the same case with the job that I was terminated from. There was a lot of newbies there. There was a lot of temps. They stopped hiring people, or I guess they had difficulty trying to get people to want to work there because their reputation was getting out that it was a bad company. And so there was nothing but temps starting to be hired in my final 6 months of working at that job I had. So, yeah, never a good sign when there's a lot of new people on a team at a company. That is never a good sign. That is always a red flag. So, going into that, I'm thinking about, okay, this is good money. I can get my used car paid off quickly so I don't have that loan debt to worry about anymore, and get caught up on other things and possibly pay for the college classes I need up front to get myself started. And then in the big picture, when I'm more closer towards looking like I need to apply for the actual program, because like I said, the program, you take those basics that they want out of the way, all the math and sciences, and then you have to apply through the special program to be accepted and all this stuff. And then you have to take all those major courses. So I'm thinking by that time I want to start asking for financial aid help and see if I can qualify. Not sure if I would qualify or not, but I want to try. So that's where I'm at. And but yeah, I'm gonna fight those classes because I don't want to spend money and time on stuff I already took. That just doesn't make sense. But I feel like God is making me take this theoretical creative writing for a reason. So I'm gonna take it. I used to love writing poetry and love writing. I used to blog a lot, and I stopped. I lost interest for many reasons, but I guess this is jumpstart me back into it. So I guess it's a good thing. And but yeah, she told me that the first year of working at the company is the hardest, and warned me about that, and warned me about balancing the quota and taking all the mandatory trainings that you have to do. And I already just don't look forward to it at all. I don't look forward to that. But like I said, I have not been rejected from that financial job I applied for. I'm still in consideration for that. I'm still in consideration for these other positions at this other company too. So we'll see. I don't know where God wants me, and I really hope that God will make it clear, because I don't want to pick the wrong one and then beat myself up for taking the wrong fork. I've done that with dating. I've done that with jobs. I've done that with, the only thing I haven't regretted, I've also beat myself up for the college path I took and the master's program that I took. So it's just, I don't want to be in that position anymore. So I'd rather God just go, okay, this is solid. You're going to go this path in this job. So hoping he'll make it that clear, because I don't want to have to pick again, because picking sucks. I don't feel like, I've lost confidence in my ability to pick the right one. Kind of like a few years back when I was meeting with my Jewish mentor and I was losing confidence in dating, picking right guys. I was just like, it's not a problem to attract guys. The problem is I keep attracting bad guys, and it seems like they outnumber any guy that's good. No good guys seem to want to date me. What is going on? What is wrong with me? And so she didn't say, oh, you got a lot wrong with you, or, justify it. She just simply said, as soon as you can see they're bad, get out quick. And that's what she said. It was really simplistic, and that was really good advice. So I try to stick to that. But yeah, I beat myself up for making wrong choices. I want to make the right choice so bad, because if I don't, more weight is on me for a bad choice, because of the fact I'm by myself and I don't have anyone to share the burden with or to help me. I have no supports. So if I screw up, it affects me bad. So that's why I try so hard. You could say I'm perfectionistic on myself, but I don't have this at all for anybody else. It's just for me, because I've seen already through my experiences in life, if I don't do this, this happens. If I screw up, I this will happen. I have to stay on this and do this and make the right decision. And I really usually outweigh things and go, okay, this salary would be good and beneficial for this. I need this. I could do this. So I really do try to clearly list the pros and cons to help me make a good choice, but that still doesn't always, end up the best scenario for me. So it's just a lot of pressure and scary. It's just so I don't look forward to working at this company at all, and I feel like I'm going to be stuck there. And so I'm kind of scared. Like I said, I'm going to, no matter what, pursue this other degree. I do not want to be stuck in this field anymore, and I've already been blackballed. This is the only company that wants me that's in my field, and so it's so many red flags with it, and I'm just, yeah, I'm having dread. Existential dread. So I'm just, I don't know. I'm just trying to hang in there. So yeah, but yeah, I'm a top contender. It's the only job that's in my field and my actual degree and licensure for that wants me in Texas. So, and it's in my area. It's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I would still have to drive. It's a 30-minute to 45-minute drive, which, whatever, maybe even an hour. I haven't really calculated because I don't want to think about it. But I'm really hoping that God will make it easy on me. If I'm meant to do that financial job, I hope He just opens the door quickly and I get hired there really fast so that I can turn down this other job and go, I already got hired in another job. You know, I don't want to have to pick because I beat myself up too hard for picking the wrong thing, you know, kind of like anything, you know. It's so much easier to pick something shallow like a t-shirt or jewelry, you know, versus picking something that matters and has more weight to it, like a job. It just, you know, picking the wrong job can screw you. Picking the wrong guy can hurt you. It's just, it's scary and hard. It's so much, there's so much gravity to it. It just, anyway, I think I'm going to make another video, and this one's going to be a little bit about politics since that's coming up recently. So anyway, off to that. Thanks for watching.